what is up guys, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. I'm posting another video today since it is daily upload a week. Yes, I'm doing one of those. It started yesterday for Monday's video, which was episode 3 of What a Civilization Started Over, and it is episode 4 of What a Civilization Started Over. So yeah, like I said, it is daily upload a week. Also, go check out that mapping post series I made, where you get to choose your own country, you get to go to war with other countries, and yeah, it's going to be a tough episode. Today is going to be a tough episode, but if you haven't seen the last video, go check that out. That last video was filmed, like, in May, in the middle of May, so yeah, I was talking about having 100 subscribers, but now we are at 463, and let's see if we can get to 500 by the end of the summer. But yeah, let's get straight into today's video. If you didn't see the thumbnail from last video, you would have seen that Greece is on the brink of collapse. We saw the Italian areas collapse, and now we see the Greek areas are going to start to collapse. But first up, we do see some more exploration, where the Greeks are going to do more exploration over here into more areas of Europe, as this border area looks really weird, as these guys even come more along this coast, and they meet up over here, as we just see a lot more exploration into these central areas of Europe. As we see, their main goal, of course, is to fully discover the European area, so they will just explore all of these areas, and eventually these areas will be the I give up on this language. What is left is only like those territories. Over here, more areas in the central area over here are going to be discovered. As over here, the French will start to go more into the Bay of Biscay. As that is not the Daily French update. But over here, we will also see more exploration into the Scottish areas, as we will see that Scotland will be fully discovered, and more exploration into Ireland will be made. We also see these guys decide to go up this way, discovering the Shetlands. And over here we will also just see more exploration into these areas. And as you know, Belgium has become a pretty strong power in the kind of Cold War within Western Europe started. As over here, we will come down here to India. South India is going to do some more exploration over here, as we see that these guys will go ahead and link up with South India. Now knowing that these people down here exist, these guys, they'll be like, huh, they exist, that's great, I guess. There's more peoples in the world, but how did they get there? And as you know, these guys don't believe that they came from Africa. They kind of just believe that only this territory exists. And just say no. These guys only know that these territories exist in the world so far. So they don't know like Korea or anything exists like that. They just know these territories exist. So if we go and just do that again. But yeah, the Greeks are like astonished. Same with the Egyptians. But Greece is too weak right now to be doing this. But we do see the Greeks decide to go ahead and go on a rampage. This rampage will lead to them completely collapsing. This rampage will start when they invade into northern Anatolia, where we will see this invasion. We will see finally that the peoples within Greece are finally done. People will go ahead and rise up, which will go ahead and that's where we will see the final collapse of Greece. Over here within, like, this area within Africa, we see Carthage will go ahead and rise up against the Greeks. We will also see Libya will go ahead and be like, yeah, we're done, and Libya will declare independence. As we see, the Egyptians will go ahead and launch their invasion over here, quickly capturing these areas, meeting up with the Libyan border. And eventually these areas will be captured by Libya, and then these will be captured by Carthage. I accidentally made that a straight line, okay? Don't worry about it. But over here, Croatia will go ahead and will invade to go ahead and capture some more territories over here. And over here in northern Anatolia, we'll quickly kick back these guys. is northern Anatolia will have an army force marching straight in over here, capturing this area, where we will see the complete collapse over here. As this territory, we see this territory completely just surrenders over here. So you see the northern Anatolians will dominate, and eventually Greece will decide that they're done, and they'll go ahead and go into a peace treaty, where this is going to be a very quick peace treaty. The Egyptians, which I can do it on camera, I don't have to cut. But over here, Mesopotamia will also annex some territory, that being of this, now linking up with the ocean over here. And northern Anatolia will go ahead and won't be allowed to annex that city, but they will be allowed to annex all of these territories over here, including Cyprus. Over here, we see that the Croats will go in and annex that, and eventually Greece will be forced to go ahead and get a new government, which still will be this territory. As over here, we can also see new capital cities as well. Over here, Carthage's capital city will be placed right here, and Libya's will be placed right there. So yeah, new territories. Now, let's get straight into more exploration. Over here, we will see finally this territory will be discovered, and then the rest of Ireland. As we actually see another exploration group will come over here in this area. Now, yeah, the Korean-Chinese Union, sorry, I'm adjusting myself, it's really weird. But over here, the Korean-Chinese Union don't know that these guys exist. They only know that India exists because they branched off from them and came over here. So we will see that these guys will go into exploration down south, mainly along the coast, getting to the Hong Kong territories. They will also go ahead and make it out here to Taiwan, the coastal areas of Taiwan. And over here, they also go ahead and go up this coast over here, as well as more inland as well, trying to expand, of course, upon their empire. We will see that that is pretty successful. They are able to expand upon their empire pretty heavily. But over here, if we turn back on rivers, more of the Indus is going to be discovered. There is this section right here where it splits off into two rivers, where the Indus continues up here. We see that these two rivers will split off. We see an exploration group, a smaller exploration group, goes this way along this river, little section of the Indus. Another pretty small group will going to go this way of the Indus, meeting another section where they will just abandon this way and go this way, and that's when they will reach the mountains. Over here, the largest group will go in and try to discover the rest of the Indus River, which they will continue up and then discover, of course, the mountains. They will make a spearhead down, and eventually this territory is discovering more. As we see, these people are like, hey, this kind of splits off. And then they will be like, yeah, there's mountains there. Very tall mountains. Yes, they have discovered the Tibetan area. Over here, we also see more exploration inland, as these guys will go in and go just more inland and stuff, go more north. Over here, these groups will go ahead and also go more inland, and like west and north. Following these rivers, they will come over here across the mountains, not rugged. As over here, they will also come across these rivers over here, linking up with that group, and the Indian subcontinent is basically going to be discovered. We also see people will go in and just go across, like, start to map out where the rivers are and where the mountains are. So we basically just see that these guys go this way, across here, and they go here. This is basically where the Tibetan area is. They also go more up here. And over here, just as we see a lot more exploration, a lot more than what's happening in Europe, as this exploration is being done by Mesopotamian explorers. Over here, like Emirate explorers and Omani explorers. As over here we will see that basically the Indian subcontinent is going to be discovered soon. Fully discovered, not discovered soon. As a group of explorers will keep going south, while a group of explorers will keep going this way across the Tibetan area. They will meet this little section right here, and they will follow this river. Coming over here, this is where we will see this group will keep venturing down south, as they eventually just decide to follow this one river. This will eventually lead them to this area within Burma, the southern Burmese area. What? Huh? That's. As over here, they will come across here, and they will meet back up with these areas. If they discover more of these rivers. River exploration, they'll go in and come over here. These guys will also go this way. As we see, basically, they're way too lazy to do anything else, and they will just explore the rivers at this point. As they're like, hey, it's our best goal, exploring the rivers. So the rivers of India are now discovered. This area is going to be discovered as well. As over here, it's these rivers that are discovered. Wow, India's got a lot of rivers. I'm realizing that just now. So yeah, this is what the Indian subcontinent will now look like. So we also see over here that's discovered. And yeah, we just see a lot more exploration happening over here. We also see Mesopotamia. We're going to do more exploration over here as well, with them eventually going more up north, and they meet these mountains that kind of like blockade the Caspian down in the south. As over here, we also see these guys venture more up north, as at this point they know that these territories connect up, and they will stop. Yeah, I'm doing that to piss people off for sure. Over here, we also see more exploration into the Nile areas, as they come over here, link up with that area, and yeah. They will also link up to where Khartoum is in real life, the capital of Sudan, as we see exploration around the Nile and stuff will slowly stop. But over here, these guys are going to go this way, meeting up with the Volga River, and they will meet with the Caspian. The first of the Caspian is now discovered, as we will also see more exploration groups will just go more along the coast. They come down here, as we see they do this, and eventually these guys will reach across the mountains over here. They would go this way, and they just basically go completely around the Caspian at this point. With this being what the unexplored Caspian now looks like. But yeah, let's go and take a look away from exploration for now. If we're going to get rid of the rivers, we will go ahead and see some expansion. Over here, Greece will go ahead and do some expansion more up north. But of course, we do see some new nations will form. First up, the Netherlands will go and go more this way though, as they will link up with this river over here. As we basically just see a whole bunch of nations will go ahead and form within these areas. We will see a bright blue northern German nation will go ahead and form. We also see a Latvian area will go ahead and will become a nation as well. As yeah, we will go in and see these two go in and get their capitals, theirs being right there, and theirs will go in and be there. But yeah, we will see two more events that will take place in today's video. At this point, I'm pissing myself off too. Like, this is worse than that. But let's come back over here. We will go ahead and see New York and Ohio will go ahead and do some expansion in today's video. New York will expand like that, and Ohio will go ahead and come down here to the border, getting that. But yeah, we see one more final event happen, and in every episode so far there has been a war. So let's go and continue that streak. It starts with the Daily France update. We see that France is very much trying to expand to beat these guys, as they will invade into this nation right here. Belgium will invade into Normandy. That will start a war. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. And yeah, peace out.